Welcome to Attican Plays Railroad Corporation. All right, hi, this is Attican, and welcome to Series 2, Episode 8, which is the second part of Mission 6. Hope that isn't too confusing. But anyway, in the last episode, we set up this just gorgeous, simple system where we own a refinery and an oil well, and we're making money on kerosene. We own a wheat field, and we're making money on meat up here, and we're selling wheat into a whiskey factory down here in Pensacola. And we set up a line over here where we own a cotton field, and we're coming up to a textile factory which we own, and a farm which we own, and a clothes factory which we own. And we are basically, Montgomery is clothes central. It has everything you need to make clothes, and it is attacking our first deliverable, our first main objective, which is to deliver 15 carriages of clothes down to Pensacola. And we're in great shape on that. We've got 4 sitting here in the factory. We've got our train coming back up, which will get all that set up and grab clothing and take it down to Pensacola. And so we're in great shape there. Money's rolling in. We have paid off all our debt. We have about almost 400 grand in cash that's burning a hole in my pocket. So we're going to have to go out and spend some of that money. And this one here, I think one thing I want to change up. Oh, whoa, that was the wrong one. Sorry. Now let's cancel that and start over. In Montgomery, we do want to pick up. Oh, this is what I want to do. I want to get rid of these 2 deliveries for money, and let's just, we got, money's not a problem anymore. Let's unload all of our clothes into our contract and get that closed out faster, and then we'll flip it over and start making money off it again. All right, and keep in mind, too, we are selling some of our clothing in Montgomery and helping it grow and helping it get bigger and consume more of our meat and more of our kerosene. Life is good. Now, down here where we left off, we said, oh, you know what, we got a whiskey factory, and that all that freebie deliveries into this whiskey factory are going to dry up on us. So what would it cost us to get into the whiskey business? Well, next to nothing. Why? Because this whiskey factory isn't making any money. It can't ship anything anywhere. But we can change that. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a line. We can run it off of this. We could run it out the back end. It doesn't really matter. Let's think about which track would we want to use. Let's use the third one, maybe. It doesn't. It's not the world's biggest deal. Let's run it out of the third one. So we'll come out of the back end of Pensacola, and we'll go right down the coast, have a nice pretty drive along the Gulf Coast, and we're going to I think that's Tallahassee. We're going to skip Tallahassee. And yes, I want to skip them on this side. Do I? Yes, I do. And our target is right down here, an Alligator. So we want to go into Alligator. And then we want to swing on up from Alligator. And hook up with Jacksonville. Now, the first thing we're going to do is buy that. So we own a logging business. We own a lumber business in Pensacola. What did I do over there? In Pensacola, we own a whiskey factory, and now guess what we're going to own? We are going to put in a sawmill. All right, so can you see what's coming? All right, we're going to set up a train Oh, and let me think. There's one other thing we can do. Right over here, if you'll notice in Jacksonville, they have this printing house. Well, this printing house takes paper and it makes books. Well, it just so happens that our lumber mill over here in Pensacola creates paper and lumber. So, too easy. All right, we're going to buy a train. Let's go start out in Alligator, wherever it is. Remember, we're not hauling any passengers or mail, just to make this a little more difficult. We're using around 60 as our target speed, so 3, 6, 7. We'll take 7 logs from our logging camp and put them in our sawmill. And then the lumber can actually stay here. Oh, and then we're going to pick up 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll pick up 6 lumber optionally. And then we're going to add a station, Pensacola, and we're going to unload that lumber into our whiskey refinery. So now our whiskey refinery will be able to start creating whiskey. Then on the way back, what we probably ought to do is grab some whiskey. Let's do 5. You know what we ought to do is grab some whiskey and some paper. Maybe 3 of each sounds good. And these will all be optional. If they're there, grab them. If they're not, don't worry about it. Then we want to add a station, and we want to go to Jacksonville. And we're going to unload whiskey, and then we're going to put the paper in our new printing house and make it into books. And then I think that's about all we want to do with this train. I mean, we could bring books back here to Pensacola, but we'll have to set up other trains to do that. Let's see. Get logs, unload them, transfer the lumber over to the sawmill. That's these 2 steps. Pick up whiskey and paper, drop them off in Jacksonville, and start over. That sounds pretty good. And I will set up service in Jacksonville. Now let's just let this thing run. We'll let this thing run. And in Jacksonville, I think we're going to make it a big old station. And definitely give it a repair shop. For now, we'll just do that. And what else we got to do? Remember, we're all cash now, so we're not worried about our debt or any of that stuff. But let's watch this train. Make sure he's doing the right things. I'm pretty confident he is, but we'll see. He's coming on down here. There, he just went through Pensacola, and he's coming out and picking up speed and heading to Alligator. And now let's just see if we want to get into any kind of trouble with the tax laws. 92 days left. We don't care about this at all. No, we don't want you to buy wood lower. Pay a good price for wood. So we'll send our lobbyists out to work on that, even though we don't really care. If something comes along we do care about, that'll give us a perfectly good reason to go ahead and expand our lobbying capabilities. So it's a long haul down here to Alligator. Okay, off he goes. So now we're hauling lumber. And we might as well, you know what we could do? We don't have to wait. We don't have to wait on anything. So we just now set up a lumber business, a paper business, a book business, a whiskey refinery, and all that with that one train. And we'll see if that one train's enough. If it isn't, we'll give it some help. But I want to keep it to one because the game just really doesn't handle lots of trains yet. And you can see the progress we're making on our clothing deliveries. It's almost done. So what? We got lots of money. We also got plenty with AAA credit rating. So it's time to get into some more trouble. So what do we want to do next? I'll tell you what we want to do because we know what's coming. We know the tools are coming as a delivery into Jacksonville. So there's a steel mill in Tallahassee. And that'd be a lovely place to put a tool factory, wouldn't it? A good old Tallahassee. So what we could do is set up a line where we bring this stuff down to Tallahassee for the steel mill. Well, you'll see. All right, 155,000. Let's get in trouble. Let's issue another bond. How big a bond can we get? Keep clicking. Good grief. All right, we can get $570,000. We're going to get $570,000. We're going to stretch it out to 12 months from now, issue that puppy. Now we can get in all kinds of trouble. Now we can buy this coal mine, buy this ore mine, buy the steel mill, build our own tool factory. Beautiful. So now this is like a one-stop shop for tools. And look at what it needs: lumber. All right. So what we can do here is, what kind of line do we want? We're going to Jacksonville. Okay. All right, we're going to run kind of a dedicated line. Now, we first have to hook into this so we can get trains back there. So we'll just run a little line like this. Like so. That'll be able to get trains back here. Oh, is there legislation here? We probably don't care. Yeah. I don't know what that check mark means. Oh, they sell ore higher. So if we wanted to buy the ore there, which we don't, we would have to pay more for it. We're going to level this one up, and we're going to move this over to the third one, the far right one, far right platform. And we didn't really need to do that necessarily. And this is going to be a dedicated line. I'm thinking as I'm learning this game, dedicated lines are the way to go. What's that? That's an oil field that we're not interested in. But we'll go behind it just in case our needs change. Okay. Stop. So we're just going to go around the border here and go make one of those. Looks like it's parallel track, or a double track, but it isn't. And where are we trying to go? Are we trying to go to Tallahassee? We are, aren't we? There we go. Now we're into Tallahassee. And everything moves out of our way. So now we've got our two factories down here in Tallahassee. We've got a line to bring them coal and ore. And then when you come out of Tallahassee, I think this is where we want to get let's see. Let's confirm that. Let's increase the size of this station. And we're going to come into this station like so. Because remember, we have this, look at all the logs we've got there. We're not even touching how many logs we could use. So our logging is going to come out like so and go into another line in Jacksonville. So, all right, we'll have a tools business. Now, how are we going to do this? We have, did I put a lumber mill in there? No. Okay, so our lumber mill here, the sawmill here is going to get double business. So we're going to be bringing it more stuff. So we're going to have a train. Let's see if I can figure this out. This one's probably going to take a couple of trains. One to deal with the lumber, one to deal with the steel. That sounds good. So if we have the lumber one, it goes down here and picks up 7 logs. Then it goes back to here and dumps us 7 logs. And I'm going to put a little connection in here in a minute. All right, so we're dumped the logs. Then we want to, for this one, we want to just pick up logs. And we want to sit there until we can get them. Let's pick up 5 logs and say, yes, we absolutely want these logs. And our lumber. And we're going to take the lumber to the tool factory. And then we're going to pick up 4 tools optionally and deliver them to Jacksonville, which buys tools. And then we'll get service. So logs to the mill, bring back lumber, lumber to the tool factory, pick up tools, take them to Jacksonville, and then run right back out here and get going again. All right, so that's the log side of the business. Now we need trains to support the steel mill portion. So we will get a train and American. Now we need 2 to 1 ore to steel. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. That's too slow. 1, 2. 2 to 1 is 71 miles an hour. It's a long haul. Or we could do, can we do better with 3, 4? Yeah, like, what if we do 4 of these? We could even have, I'm going to set the lines the same so we can set the ratios. Do I want to do that? Yeah, let's do that. We're going to set the ratios like that. So it's going to unload. And then it's going to load steel. And it's going to go to Tallahassee again. And it's going to unload steel into the tool factory. And then it's going to, what's it going to do? Well, I think that's all it's going to do. And we're going to need to make Tallahassee a bigger player and put in some service and put in some repairs. And we're still looking good, so we'll speed up the filling station and speed up the maintenance. Beautiful. Okay, then this train from here, we're going to copy it and make it coal. Otherwise, it can do the same thing. And it can have the maintenance in Tallahassee after it's done. Same thing with this guy. You can now have maintenance in Tallahassee. And this one we're going to copy again. That way we're doing double 2 ore for each coal. And that'll give us steel. Steel will go to the factory. We've got the logs going to the factory. We've got the tools being shipped out. There, we just set up an entire tool factory business. And we're just about broke. And how much don't we owe? A whole bunch of money here? $570,000. Do you have any fear that we can make it? Nah, I don't think so. I think we're good. I mean, just to see, we could take a loan out with all the stuff we own. We could get a loan for $300,000 if we need it. Oh, and I do need, I think I said, didn't I? Yes, I want to build a little line, a little crossover line right here. There we go. Good grief, they've already made a run and already brought steel down there. Okay, so that means our clothing factory's done, and now we've got a second contract. So let's see what we need to do. And let's also look at our, I think we're lobbying that, aren't we? Yes, we are. So we need to really pay attention to that lobbying stuff. Okay, see, we've delivered our clothes. So what we need to do is go over to Pensacola and take that train that was delivering our clothes and I think what I'd like to do now, well, no, yeah, why not? Unload all of them in there and go. So now we'll start making even more money because now we're going to be selling. See that 28, 28, 28. Now we're going to sell the clothes to Pensacola instead of fulfilling our contract with our corporate. So we got our tool industry working. We haven't gotten to the lumber yet. Where's that train? I think it's this guy. He's in Pensacola. He's picking up lumber, waiting on the mill to finish off the lumber. There we go. Now he's headed over to Tallahassee. He'll drop off lumber in Tallahassee. Here he comes, T5. And he's got no tools, but now we are producing tools. So our tool business is in ready to go. And the other thing is now we have a contract for tools, and guess what? It's right there. So all we have to do is take this train, change his route, and say, don't deliver to the city hall, deliver to our contract, and go. Now we're fulfilling our contract. And we've got $551,000 to play with. And what do we got here in debt? 570. I don't think that's going to be a problem. We do have to watch it, though, because we could mess up. So what do we want to do next? Got any slots in St. Augustine? Nope. Okay. Let's see. We're making tools. We're making whiskey. We're making books and paper and lumber and meat and clothing and kerosene. The only thing left is furniture. Yes, it is. Furniture is the only thing left. So, furniture. How we do furniture? Find another big city. Oh, weapons, too. We could do weapons. In fact, weapons wouldn't be bad because we've got lubricants that are just sitting there in inventory that aren't even being used. So weapons, actually, I believe there's a weapons factory already in Columbus, Georgia. It needs steel and lubricants. And our steel mill is looking pretty good. So we could run steel up to Columbus. We could run lubricants up to Columbus. Have a weapons business. Have that weapons business ship off to, well, Macon's not big enough. Neither is Montgomery. Neither is Pensacola. I think it's only going to be our 35s, yeah. No, they don't need them either. Does anybody buy weapons? Savannah. Savannah is the only place that would buy weapons. Let's do furniture next, because furniture would be Savannah and Jacksonville. So we're going to do one between those two. And the thing of it is, we don't have to do them with the, in the big city. Here's another deal. Here we've got small cities: Gainesville, Ocala, and Apopka. And look how they line up. Furniture factory, cotton, textiles, back to this. Then you get a lumber mill going. Probably get another lumber mill going, and look what a pretty place to put one right there in Jacksonville. A bit of a waste because we're hauling the paper back, but that's okay. All right, so what we're going to do here, we're going to put a, are we? Yes, we're going to put a lumber mill in what's it called? Sawmill. A sawmill in Jacksonville. Then we're going to buy a furniture factory and buy a cotton field and buy a textile factory. And then we're going to look at our tracks here, and we're going to reroute these tracks a little bit. We're going to take, because I want that third one to come down here to the bottom, down here where this new action is. So we'll get rid of this and this. And hook them up like that and get rid of this and this. And hook them up like that. So now we'll use alligator as our little turning point for a third lane. It's going to go up here like so. And confirm. And then we're going to redo these. And run them like so. Beautiful, beautiful. And let's run out the back end like this. So we're going to have a line that's going to go down like this. And go to our furniture factory. Then to our cotton field. Our textile factory. And I saw there's something I didn't like. What was it? What was it I saw that I didn't like? What was it? Well, I don't know. I don't know what it was. Let me double check my dates here. 258 days, we're good. And obviously, if we get close on the money, we can take a loan and cover our bond easily. So we're going to run a line out of this one. Oh, I know what it was. It wasn't the line I didn't like. I haven't done any research. I'm sure some of you are screaming, "Why aren't you researching?" First of all, it's in mission 6. Where am I going to go? And I'm having too much fun doing all this stuff. But it doesn't mean we shouldn't be doing it. So there is some research left. There's the Forney, which is another train. So let's set up. Go back to our capital here, our headquarters, and set up our research. And you know, we never did. I don't think I haven't retired. I haven't hired a single employee +1 credit rating. That would matter if money mattered, but see, money doesn't matter. I mean, we're just killing this thing, so it doesn't matter. Research. Let's get our research. Okay, we can get the Forney. Which is, let's see, 105 and a max speed of 90. That's a rating of, in my terminology, a 90. This guy fully upgraded is a 84. So the Forney, even the base Forney, is a little better than the American. So yeah, we would want to have it for next mission, maybe not this one. So we're going to get that research going. I'll try to keep an eye on it, and we definitely want to get this. The biggest thing, really. Let's just do that. Shoot, this is silly. Let's just get our tax lobby going big time. So let's go back to our headquarters and upgrade that, and upgrade it again. So now we'll have 7 lobbyists instead of 2. I think we're already lobbying this. No, we're not. But we're going to. Yeah, we don't care about passenger prices at all, but reducing ticket prices, no, we're not in agreement with that. So we'll throw a couple of people on that. And then we'll look for the next batch and make sure we get 3 that we can do. We'll put 2, 2, and 3 on those to try to make sure we get them. We may or may not, and hopefully that'll give us all 5 that we need to finish off that task. And what is our task right now? It's delivering tools to Jacksonville, isn't it? All right. We ready for trains? Almost. Let's put one little connector right here so that our doesn't need to be that slow, I don't think. Yeah. It makes no difference. It's going to be used to get these trains into the system. There, that's better. Okay, so we want a train that's going to go to the cotton field. Then it's going to go down to the textile factory. Optionally pick up textiles. Then it's going to go to the furniture factory and drop them off and go back and do its thing. Okay, so we're going to need, I think Gainesville is going to get upgraded. And that's overkill. All right. Hold on, you're spending your money too fast. Okay, here we go. Now we got some new laws that we can go after. Well, one new one. Let's send a couple people. Sells cotton hire. No, we don't want you to sell your cotton hire. You're going to ruin business. Okay. Now we need another train. See there, we have 10 tools already, so that contract's going to get fulfilled pretty quickly. We're going to have to really watch this research. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams of 4. All right, and as I said, we need another train. We'll get a Forney, and this Forney is going to do what? He's going to go to our logging. Oh, I got a Forney. I didn't mean to. He's not as fast. You know what? Forget that. I mean, he doesn't carry as much. So we're going to stick with the American for now until that Forney gets upgraded. We're going to haul 7 logs to this sawmill. Then we're going to bring back, optionally bring back 6. And I'm going to pause because I think there's some more laws for us to mess with. To Jacksonville, or wait, pick up lumber and take it to our furniture factory. And I think that's all we need you to do. It is. And who's going to buy our lumber? Oh. And this one we just set up can load. You can take 4 of the lumber if you want them, or the furniture, and sell them to Jacksonville. unload. Where's furniture? Oh, here. And why don't you just wait till you're done to get your service? Go. All right, so we have a full-blown furniture business now. We're only selling to Jacksonville right now, but that'll change. How are we looking on our contract? It says 0 out of 10. Did I just see one pop in there? Yeah. Now we've got 4. We just had a train make a delivery. So we've completed enough. We've got enough citizens connected because we've grown. We only got four or five cities, but we've grown them enough. And I said I wanted to get some more lobbying done. There's nothing to lobby. Crap. Research. We can start 2 more. 1, 2. All right, keep motoring, guys. Keep motoring. This train, where's he? No, this. Oh, that one's looking good. All right, we're starting to get into our problems where we don't know where our trains are. Doesn't look too bad. T8. That's our coal and ore stuff. Where's T11? Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Okay. Yeah, we'll just stay here and watch this one finish and start another one. There we go. We've got 4 more tools going back, so that tool one is almost done. We've got to get some votes. Okay, here's some. Here we go. We're going to make sure we get some here. Mail, cotton, passengers, meat. We don't really care about any of them. Mail, increase the reward. That just sounds like such a good idea. How many do we need? 2 more. We're going to put 4 lobbyists on that, and that should sway the vote on that one. And then industry incentives for cotton. Sells cotton lower. Yeah, that's a great idea. We'll put the rest of our 3 remaining on that one, and that should take care of the lobby requirement. And we've got 557 days to get our work faster bonus, and we've got the tools deliveries almost done. Oh, you know what? I've got a goof up here. I keep forgetting this. Shame on me. Your logs, how does that work? It takes 2 logs to make a lumber and a paper. So you're only going to get 2, 4, 6, 7. You're only going to get 3 out of this at the most. Kind of doesn't matter. And they're optional, so it really doesn't matter. All right, is there a law in Jacksonville? What's this? Oh, we're already lobbying that one. Okay. Are we making? Oh yeah, we're making furniture in a beautiful shape. Should I cheat? I mean, I know the next one coming. I'm not going to cheat, but I know the next one coming, and it'd be so easy to cheat. It'd be so easy to build a warehouse up in Savannah and start running furniture up there. We're not going to do that. I think we're okay. 500 days. All right, go. But we do need to get those logs down there faster to Gainesville, because you have to have 2 lumber for every textile. See, we've got our textile all finished off. So I think what we'll do, instead of getting another train, I think what I'll do is take this train here. Well, no, that's going to be too hard. All right, we're going to we're almost there on the tools delivery, but let's go to our trains. Which one? This is our lumber train. Let's duplicate this guy. But the only thing is, he doesn't need to do this, and he doesn't need to go back to Jacksonville, so he can get his service in Gainesville. We don't need to have 2 trains taking furniture back to Jacksonville for sale. How are we looking on our bond? Oh, we already passed it. That's why our money's not quite as high as it was. So we could open up another bond. We're not going to. I think we're about done. We're just going to let this play out now. We're probably done with our lobbying too. Yes, we are. We've done enough lobbying. We could keep lobbying if we see something that matters to us, but right now we're just, what could we do? Is there anything that matters to us on the lobbying? See, our footprint is so small in terms of the cities that we're touching that we're not getting impacted by all these little, all this little stuff going on out there in the world. And look at all these tools. Oh, pause. Look at all these tools. T6. I want you to go to Montgomery next. Okay, thank you. Okay, we're getting plenty of furniture. And we've got tools headed back to Jacksonville, so that'll finish off that contract. And T4, what happened to him? I didn't give him maintenance. You know what we're going to do? We're going to copy him. And then we're going to go to T4 and scrap him. Okay, last contract. Pause it and see what we got. We finished our tools delivery. 25 furniture to Savannah. We've got 385 days, a little over a year to get it done. That's going to be a job. And the one delivering our tools, you can start selling tools at a great profit. And now we need to change, we need to quit taking these to Jacksonville. And we'll watch it run till it unloads those 3. There we go. Whoops. And then I'm going to change its route and say, don't go back to Jacksonville anymore. Don't pick up furniture anymore. Okay. Just keep the lumber coming to our furniture business. And now we're going to get a train. And we're going to pick up furniture. We'll pick up 6 furniture at a time. And we'll go to our contract. And go. It says he's waiting for a I don't know. It says he's waiting for a free track. Oh, pause. No. Oh, I was paused. Sorry. Okay, we got T14, and we're going to actually copy him and run another one. And obviously, we need more lumber. So the guy's doing our lumber thing. The Gainesville lumber guys, we're going to copy that one too. An Alligator sells wood higher. We don't care because we own the logs, but okay, we've got to get that furniture up there quickly. Oh, we've got 13. Oh, good. We're starting to make it quickly. Good deal. So we've got 2 trains of furniture going up there, and we'll copy and have a 3rd one. And our research, we only got those 3 left. 6 and 6 and 7 and 7. Okay, 20. There we go. So we get those 3 researches done, and we will have finished all of our research. Gainesville is now this little super station at our furniture factory. And we are starting to get the mess ups where we're not sure where the trains are, I think. Maybe, maybe not. We've delivered 12 And we've got another train coming up there. That'll be 18. Research needs 21 days, it looks like. We'll pile it onto this one once this guy finishes. Well, we'll pile them all in there. Okay. That's going to finish all our research. Next train to go up to Savannah will end our contract. We're going to hit our bonus, it looks like. And there goes T15, which I think has, yep, it sure does. It has 6 furniture heading up to Savannah. So we were able to set up meat, full oil and kerosene, textiles, clothing, lumber, paper, books, alcohol, and furniture. Pretty good. There we go. We just finished. And we hit all of our bonuses. We got our work faster bonus, got all that good stuff. Dealt with 3 complex supply chains plus others we decided to do on the side, like the whiskey and the books. So not bad, not bad. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player, and I hope you'll join us for our next Railroad Corporation video. Thank you.